All right, guys, Shotty T here. We have an update video, so we're just gonna get right into it. Don't think it's gonna be very lengthy especially compared to the last update, right? So here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, so Rampage boss improvement. So these are the bosses that show up in your server every other Sunday. Okay. So maximum march time adjusted from 30 seconds to 15 seconds. Okay. So basically saving yourself some time in real life. All right. And battle report now includes the sharing functionality. And actually, that's pretty key because I know a lot of times when people fight things like this, they just send whatever squad out there. But by having the sharing functionality, you'll have an ability to show people the most optimal team to attack these things. So that way, as a server, you'll have an opportunity to maximize your potential reward if everybody is sending the optimal team out there. All right, so I like that there. All right, so arms race improvements. Optimize points icon to distinguish them from Alliance dual point icons, okay? And at the end of each period, arms race badge will be compensated based on unclaimed points. Oh, okay. So that's a pretty good update because I don't know how many times I have completed arms race where I've gotten all the actual boxes earned down here, and they'll allow me to get these unclaimed rewards when the time passes, like 2.5 hours later. But it doesn't give me credit towards that, unfortunately. So what they're saying is that you'll be able to claim your arms race badges as well, in addition to the other resources. Because the arms race badge accumulation basically helps towards this. And there have been some days that I've missed getting all 18 because I don't be around to collect the box. But I do get credit for at least these. So that's good that you'll get a chance to get those maximum rewards regardless whether you collect it or not. But I don't want to tempt fate with that just yet. So just make sure you're collecting them when you can. But it looks like there's a fail-safe mechanism in case you forget. All right, so number 3, Alliance system improvements. Alliance member lists and Alliance train member lists now support searching by note names. All right. And you can click the position icon in a member list for quick access to a point or dismiss them. And in the original promote demote menu, you can directly uncheck the position option to dismiss a member from their current position. And when the alliance leader speaks in the alliance channel, an alliance leader icon will be added before their name. Okay, so I am here. So basically, all right. So I think this is for leadership folks. So for those that have appointed folks on the train, we have our train designated person here. This is mainly for you. So if you appoint someone to the train and it sounds like you can dismiss them from their current position. So I guess you can change your mind if you get someone promoted by accident. I don't think that's what it is, but we'll see. But we don't have that issue there on our team, so I hope that doesn't open a can of worms if especially if you have like a leadership turmoil there. So here we go. James Cook has been re-signed by Buffalo Bills. Now I'm not a Buffalo Bills fan, sorry, but I know a couple of my alliance members that are. All right, so here we go. Canyon Storm Battlefield improvements. After entering the Canyon Storm Battlefield, rule bringers players will default to Alliance Squad chat room. The Dawnbreakers players will default to the Dawnbreakers chat room. So better communication. So that's pretty easy there. And actually, speaking of Canyon Storm, we actually we're gonna both be on the Dawnbreaker team, both Team A and Team B. So it looks like this is kind of just total RNG when it comes to that. So you can't really choose what side you want to be on, because I think we prefer to be rule bringers, the side that I have. So I will be recording this tomorrow, but depending on how busy my work is, you may or may not have live commentary, but at the very least you'll have voiceover at the very after the fact if you don't get the live commentary version. So just remember that there. All right, so let's continue. All right. And zombie invasion improvement, which is going on in our server right now. Zombie boss shared messages will automatically be recalled upon after expiration, so that way you're not flooded with those in your missed messages. So basically, once they're dead, they will no longer be in the chat room. Kind of like the secret task update they had like a month or so ago. Zombie boss list now has a new sorting rule. Zombie bosses that appear earlier will be ranked higher in the list. Okay, so they're just basically just getting them from harder to easier, just to make it easy to locate them instead of scrolling down and finding all jumbled up all over the place. And then lastly, when clicking on the monsters in the Doomsday event, which is the other Sunday event, so that they rotate, to work to jump to the world map. If multiple selectable units exist, priority will be given to selecting the Doomsday event target monsters. All right, so short and sweet with the updates there. Like I said, I really like the orange racing improvement. Like I said, I wouldn't test that if I were you, but if you guys like this, you got those like the experiment, go ahead and see if you can collect all your boxes for your armor's race leg, and forget to collect the main daily box, and see if it'll allow you to still get that progress in your inbox. And then of course the Rampage boss improvements, those are pretty much the main highlights there. So we'll go ahead and collect our diamonds as usual, 100 diamonds. And what we're also going to do, just because we haven't done it yet, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of black market action. So I don't think I've accumulated any additional bingo tasks. This won't happen until later this evening. And then of course this is just being on the game, so over time I'll get that. But I think I got enough black market dollars to have a successful 8 rolls. Now, obviously, my last roll, we need to do a better job with that, because each time I get to my last roll of the day, it's trash. So let's do better today. All right, let's go. All right, let's go ahead and refresh that. All right, so we get a decoration off the bat, but as I told you guys, I already have that decoration, but that would normally be a good roll to get that, but I'm not getting that today. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. And I might do a decorations video just to let you guys know what are good and what are not good. So this is just a great roll. Of course, you're gonna get those more frequently, but this free item, that is a rare drop. So I would definitely take that. All right, and we're gonna try to let our diamonds stew before we get that stuff at the bottom. We'll probably get to like the 5th or 6th roll. If that thing pops up again, I'll get it this time, because I want to manage my dollars wisely. Here we go. All right, and this is the reason why we're managing our dollars wisely, because anytime I get ore, I'm gonna get ore. I just hope I get lucky RNG with that ore. And of course, we're gonna get these items. All of these speed ups are so cheap, I'm getting them every time. Of course, I told you guys the importance of me getting these in the other video. Another decoration. So like I said, if I didn't have the decoration, this would be a very good 8 rolls that I would have at the moment. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this here. I just hope that nothing else like mind blowing actually pops up. So we'll get that here since we only got 2 rolls left. All right, I love to get that for free. We don't need that shard. We will take the speed up. And can we get a great last roll this time? Both times it's been EXP. I don't want EXP. Let's get something else. Okay, that's better than EXP. And just like before, we always like to save our dollars for the next day. And even if I don't get it now, it'll still be there when this event comes back around at reset. So not bad. Like I said, my last 8 rolls was better overall. Just the last one was trash. And so, but we'll take what we got. And that'll do it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll talk to you later.